comes the heat. Breaks loose. Quarterback gets enough. Runs it all the way down, almost to the 10. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 12.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big third down conversion by this offense.
From the red zone, it's Gotw. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimum gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Going for 6. And he was looking into the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think the QB wants that one back. You know, you're down here in the red zone, tighter areas, hard enough to fit it in, but definitely not wanting to fit it in against double coverage, and he misses, and probably a good miss, because that could have been worse.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line and pick up a first down. Saying in the gun on third down. Escapes the pressure to his right. And he was going for the touchdown there, and they couldn't make the connection.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. 4th down, Iamaleava. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins. Right on the money, and he makes the grab in the end zone.
There's really never any doubt with this guy. The coaching staff always talks about his leadership and his mental toughness. That was a bad interception on the opening drive, but he's able to turn the page and show you his short-term memory and just come out and stay aggressive, sling it around a little bit, and this offense is able to answer with a touchdown of their own.
And how nice is it if you're a coordinator to have a guy like that you can depend on? Like, he doesn't dwell on the one mistake. He doesn't let it turn into 2. A lot of times you can see that snowball effect, man. Just a nice bounce back for him individually and for this offense to put the early turnover behind him.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. So after the break, they'll go back to work. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They'll go right back to him. Defense there to stop him after a 2-yard gain to the 31.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Right on the money. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Oh, better look out. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change. That was a good start.
Looking downfield, it's Daniels. They get to him as he throws. Can't make the grab, in this offense, which has been brilliant this season on third down, doesn't convert this time.
Well, the defense finally has figured it out.
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. Quarterback making checks. On fourth down, they're taking to the air. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on fourth down and come up bankrupt. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They reeled off a long touchdown drive the last time they had it. Much better. There's a crease. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
Slides to the ground, picks up the first down, and avoids the hit.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. It's complete to the right. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Wants to fire on second down. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And it's so hard to play QB. You got all these bullets flying at you, people coming at you, and you got to know where they're running a route. Oh, and I got to get my feet perfectly set and try to make throws. So I think you can't be great at quarterback unless you get the first part secured first, and that's your feet. Get those feet nice and quiet before you throw the football.
Third down from the gun. Here's Nico Iamaleava. Touchdown, UCLA! Into the end zone for 6.
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game, but defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB is looking for.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Running behind that left side. Oh, he's got some space. Inside the 40. The 30. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Might as well give it to him again. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. To throw, it's Daniels. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit.
And a lot of times when you see running backs catch the football, man, they've got a little bit of space to operate. That's great coverage. Being right there when he catches the ball to deliver the hit, to make sure he doesn't secure the catch, elite coverage.
Might be changing the route. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Fires into the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a
those are teaching moments. Close games down the stretch. I know you're in the first half here, but when you get outside the pocket and you're in scoring range already, those are tough pills to swallow. You can't give up points. You can't give up fourth down opportunities. Bad play, big mistake, but still a lot of time left in the game where you can make it up.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Throwing, Imaliava unloads to the wideout. He's got it.
The first down pass complete to the wideout. Gain of 18. That's a first down for the offense.
You open a drive like that and you've got some operating room. It's first down from the 38. Got a little grass. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Bruins. Rolled his way into the end zone.
These close games a lot of times come down to who executes late in the ball game. That was a late game situation. Nice execution, and now they got the lead going into the half, and they have all the momentum.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Looking for a man, it's Daniels. Sends it downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally.
Lets it fly. Leaping grab for a big gain. Turns it on down the left side. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Florida State.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Imaliava. Going over the top. And that'll be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter on first down, but second down's coming up.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Oh, and he gets the ball back. Lucky to do so. Guess it could have been worse. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Imaliava to throw for it on 4th. Quarterback moving. Looking for room at the 25. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going. We've played 2 quarters here and reached halftime, and we will now check in with Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, we welcome you into our palatial Orlando studios for the Week 3 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Northwestern Wildcats taking on the number 17 team, the Virginia Cavaliers. And it's the Wildcats looking to make it 3 straight victories to start the new year. So far, so good. They lead this one in the first half.
Here comes the UCLA offense onto the field to start this drive.
Now let's take a peek at some of the other contests around the country, games that promise to have an impact on the standings.
It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Fires to the tight end. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains. You can become a star making efficient plays and getting first down, sort of like a Mark Harmon kind of way to play quarterback for the Bruins.
And then you become a big star. And in Hollywood, what a town to do it. Obviously, create some excitement, create some momentum, go to a Rose Bowl, just do big things at UCLA.
And he's got it inside the 35.
And I would argue that's one of the most difficult things to play as a defense is those second plays when they start to get outside the pocket. He does a great job buying time. And what does he do when he rolls out? It gets his receiver a chance to get down the field more, and then he chucks it downfield for the big completion.
And he drops it, just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
Iamaleava to the air again. Makes the catch. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Ball's at the 22. Third and short coming. Can the defense force them to settle for a field goal? Fighting off the defender. They're headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins! They take the lead with the 6.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. And you saw it right there.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. The Seminoles offense comes out ready to get this drive started. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. The defense there to make the stop, and he barreled right into the teeth of the monster and picked up 4. Looking to pass, it's Daniels. Throws it deep. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed. Bringing it back. The 30.
Most defenses are lucky if you have one good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. Across the 10. He's finally brought down, but he takes it all the way to the 6.
There's really no secret to it, David. When this guy's running well, this offense is so hard to stop.
It opens up everything, and he's having a great day, showing you a little bit of everything, and this offense has got it rolling on the ground.
And the Bruins have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels.
And down here near the goal line, you've got to be physical. And this This guy's proven it today, Palmer. They've given it to him. He's put it in the end zone twice already. I'm going to keep featuring him.
So you know the defense is going to be keying him too, right? Because he's hurting them a little bit in this game already. They're going to be finding a way to try to get some penetration, anticipating this guy to touch it again.
Throwing, Imaliava. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You've got great field position here. You got to pay it off. Who is your go-to receiver that can make a play in this situation?
From the gun on third down, Imaliava. Touchdown, UCLA! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
What a fantastic route that time. If you're going to be able to throw the ball down in this area of the field with the windows closed so quickly, you have got to be precise with the route running, and that's what happened right there. That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
And they stay on target with the extra point, up 35-21. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah,
Turning it on! And he's got enough for the first down. They'll mark it at the 34. And the Noles will hustle to the line.
And this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play. Like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense, because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards, and good things are happening.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. From the gun, the running back has it. Hard running there. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And that's a good sign for this offense. A good third down conversion, running the football. Obviously, last possession was not what you want. Like the interception, the turnover. Good to get back on the field, get that first down. Now see how much more they'll be aggressive and maybe want to throw the football and put that mistake behind them.
To the air, it's Daniels. Makes the grab. Smashes through the tackle. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. And the Seminoles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. This guy hoping to join that long line of big playmakers for Florida State, whether it's Rashad Green, Kez McCorvey, or, of course, the great Peter Warren.
Finding those guys on the outside with game-breaking speed that you can build your offense around, that you know you can consistently throw the football, get Doak Campbell Stadium rocking, get everybody excited about Florida State.
And the Seminoles will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Running inside, it's Lopez. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last. Touchdown, Florida State! And they take it in for 6 more points. He's doubled his touchdown output for the season in this game. 3 of his 6 have come in this one. They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28.
Man, oh man, what a day. His 3rd touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything, and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, that's a good day.
to the wideout. That's caught. It's Grove. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Man, they've been scoring a lot of points. When you've got the skill and you've got the speed outside at wide receiver, that's why. And here we are in the second half, and nothing's changing. If they can't cover us, we're going to keep taking shots, and that's what you got to do. This quarterback right now, he's in a beautiful rhythm.
It's picked off, and boy, did this D need that. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already got the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. Final play of the quarter coming. The run inside. It's Singleton. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. Now let's take a look at the stats in what has been a nip and tuck affair. And a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Right back to the well. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard. The Noles want to move quickly. Off the play fake. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Good disciplined defense on that play. It's third and long, right? You're not going to...
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks as if they're going for it in their own end. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. Trying to beat the D deep. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
We're at a juncture of the game now here in the fourth quarter. One possession game. Every critical down and distance is going to matter. And on that fourth down, the defense gets the win. Great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion and turnover on downs.
And Tartar coaches this week, that's their guy. The running back is the guy they feel the most confident in. So I expect down the stretch, when you got to lead in this football game, you're going to keep hammering away with your best player.
They'll go right back to the run. Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got some room, it was over. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W.
And man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the two-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. From the gun. Give on the inside. At the 45 on his way. Just gashing this defense. A big gainer to the 40-yard line. One big play and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum. And what do they...
And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Got some room to run. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and his defense has set them up in scoring position.
And the defense hasn't made many plays today, but who can make those plays late? And this place got really, really quiet just now. They made the big play. They forced the INT, and now a chance to build on this lead and make this place even quieter.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Finds his man in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? This is what got this team in this position to win this game. Aggressive offense, taking shots. Here we are in the fourth quarter. They've got the lead. Why stop now?
This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Back to throw. It's Iamaleava. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Got it down the field. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
1st and goal, UCLA.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Knight. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Bruins! That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in Week 3.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns. A 21-point cushion in the 4th. On the run from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one. His return is stopped short of the 25. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And how are you guys not impressed with this defense, man? They've been so good. They've been all over the field. And they're about to make this a very one-dimensional offense. Like, the clock is ticking, right? And they're down, and they got to get aggressive. Still trying to run the football, but this defense, they've been a brick wall so far.
He wants to go deep. For the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and the clock is definitely on their side. They'll just try to run it out here. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava working that left side now. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33.
And we've seen him do it by land, right? They've been handing the football, and he's been finding space, making some plays, and now he does it by air. They find him, throw him the football, proving to be a dual threat. This is a guy they like to feature in this offense because he'll continue to make big plays.
And they'll take a knee, the universal symbol for we have this thing in hand. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. And they'll take a knee and watch this clock keep on winding its way toward a victory. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. With the game in hand, the offense choosing to just have the quarterback take a knee.